The homeless population across the U.S. is declining according to national reports, but it's increasing here in the Pioneer Valley since 2005. Currently, it's almost double the rest of the state. Why is this area so negatively impacted by homelessness, and what's being done about it? Well, I'm joined by Ron Willoughby, Executive Director of the Springfield Rescue Mission, and one of his staff members who now runs the emergency shelter, Miguel Cabrera. He personally fought and won this battle. Thank you so much for joining me, gentlemen. Let's start with you, Ron. What are some factors that lead to homelessness?
There are many. When you have an economy that's struggling, as ours is right now, that certainly contributes in many ways. You see businesses going out of business. You see people losing their jobs. Unemployment is on the rise. This causes people to use up their savings. And then if you have a family that has addictive trends within it, alcohol, drug, gambling, people that like to use credit cards, all these things contribute to someone losing their ability to pay the utilities on a monthly basis, losing their opportunity to make the rent or pay the water bill as it comes due. And little by little, it deteriorates to the point where you are without and you're looking for help wherever you can get it.
And Miguel, talk to us about how somebody reaches just the bottom of their life. Like, what kind of emotional impact does this have on them, and how does this work for them?
Right. As Ron said, there is not one and only cause for a person to become homeless. Sometimes it's a lot of concurrent factors. And poverty is also one of them. When the person is obligated to make choices, where is he going to use the money? Personal separation. Divorce, sicknesses. We used to associate, because of the type of work that we do, homelessness with drugs and alcohol abuse or other kind of addictions like gambling addictions. But there's more factors like depression, and they don't come only separately. Most of the time they come together. When the person reaches that state of hopelessness, they will go to places where they find somebody that can help. The rescue mission is one of the places that homeless people in the Springfield area can come for help. We have places for people that are homeless to stay with us. We provide food, we provide education, we provide access to mental health and personal health. And we try to give them hope. Help is available. It's up to them to come to the right places. And again, the rescue mission offers those people a lot of services that are absolutely for free.
And how did it help you? And do you share your story with others that are struggling in that same position?
I think what happened to me, it is not exclusive. There's a lot of people that are going through the same issues, and sometimes it comes to personal decisions. Nobody wants to be homeless, and we don't want our clients to be homeless either. We provide help to other people, the same help that I received when I need it. Not only for my immediate needs, but also we try to attack the root of the problem.
And what would you say, Ron, that root of the problem is when it comes to homelessness?
Well, again, when you deal with homelessness, there's many issues that can surface. It could be a bad family relationship. It could be just the values you've been taught over the years that you've been raised and how to deal with certain situations that happen in life. I know that myself, you make a lot of bad decisions in your lifetime, and hopefully the good ones outweigh the bad ones. And so decision making, having someone come alongside you and help you make good decisions, and then of course God has a plan for your life, And if you follow that plan, that often leads you down a path that's going to be of less of a problem later on, and gives you the stability and the foundation that you need to build a good solid life and do it according to His will, not your will. Too many times we get in the way of ourselves, and that messes things up.
How would you say that the rescue mission helps people find that hope? What are some opportunities you offer or ways you're able to help the community?
Well, when someone comes to us for the first time, usually I like to tell people that they're coming in on all fours, and hopefully we're going to do things to help them walk on all twos, with good family relations established, and maybe a bank account, and know how to handle their money, and have their life right with Christ, and to be right with the law, and so on. But you have to start out by taking care of their basic needs. When they come to us, it's like a puzzle without all the pieces there. There's only a few, and you've got to try to pick up those other puzzles and put them together so it makes a whole. They need something to eat. They need to have their medical attention looked after. They may need literacy training. They may need clothing. They may need, they just need some good counsel to know what to do. They may need some advocacy. Maybe there's things that we don't have that is available somewhere else in the community where they can get it. They need to know that there's somebody that cares enough about them to sit down, look them in the eye, and say, hey, I want to help you. And these are the steps we got to take to get there.
Now, Miguel, you came to the shelter about 10 years ago, correct? And now you head up the emergency shelter, and I'm sure there are many other job titles that you would qualify for you as well. What is the biggest key, that significant growth and development that you were able to accomplish? What was the biggest key to all of that?
I believe that if you put the right person in the wrong situation, the results are not going to be the better. If I put a person in a brand new house with brand new furniture and all the amenities, but the person is not ready to take care of their lives, if the person is suffering from an illness or is the subject of addictive behavior, I can assure you that he won't be able to take care of the housing and probably will lose it and come back to homelessness. We offer counseling so the person can address the personal issues that have led them to the situation that they are right now. Some people that see me now running the shelter have seen me wandering the same streets with them, watching another people that are not homeless going about their businesses and just waiting to 3 o'clock for the shelter to open. I don't have to wait for the shelter to open anymore. I have my own house, I have my job, because I used the help that was available for me at the right time. And I have to wait, and I have to do the things that were required from me in order to succeed. So I told those guys that the things didn't happen to me by happenstance. We have to work for the things we need and we want. Again, help is available for them. They can come to us. I received the help, and I'm trying to give back now.
That's great. What a powerful, moving story. You received help, and you're helping now others through the same way. Now, the shelter, it offers all of these different programs for anybody who feel they may be going through a hard time. They need help getting back on their feet, but you guys don't receive state funding. Talk about that.
Well, we're 121 years old. We're not amateurs at what we do. And of course, when the rescue mission was started back in 1892, there was no such thing as government funding. That was just not heard of. The rescue mission was dealing with people that were on the railroad tracks, going from one town to the next, getting off, spending a little time there, maybe picking up a job, drinking, and mainly it was alcoholics back in those days. But today, it's a different ballgame. We have all these government programs that are available for hopefully helping the people that we're dealing with. And sometimes we find that they're not really helping, they're enabling a person to continue down the path of destruction that they've been on for perhaps a long time. The entitlements that are available today are very enticing by many to say, well, gee, you know, I can do better through the government programs than I can if I really become realistic about my needs and get down to the brass tacks of doing what I have to do to survive on a daily basis. And so the Rescue Mission is there to say, hey, there are certain things that God expects us to do on a regular basis, to care for ourselves. Our body is a temple of God. Therefore, we need to take care of our bodies. Putting drugs in them that's illegal and going to harm the body is not good. So we want to put nutritious food in them. And so the Rescue Mission provides, this year we're going to do over 110,000 meals for the homeless. Of course, you need to be clothed and look good. If you're going to go out and get a job, you've got to look like you can present yourself in a good way. We're going to give out probably somewhere around 80 to 90,000 items of clothing free of charge this year. You need a place to stay, and we will be giving out probably around 20,000 beds for shelter. So you see, there's a lot of activities that are going on that we do to help a person go from being on the streets to being on their own and being self-sufficient in a way that pleases God and pleases the community. And bottom line is that they'll be a productive citizen for years to come.
Great. Now, Miguel, talk about the future of the Rescue Mission. What do you have in mind? Where would you like to see it go in the next 10 years even?
Well, I think we can do a lot more than we do now. And of course, financial reasons doesn't allow us to do all the things that we want to do. However, there are some necessary things that we can do here and now without expecting a handout from the government. You know, being a Christian organization, we do what we do because we believe that the love of God compels us to do. If we see that a brother or sister is in need of help, we cannot be there just watching them suffer. We have to do something about it. That's what the mission will always do. We expect to grow. You know, just to tell you a little story. About a year ago, we had a big gas explosion at downtown Springfield. That affected our building, our Taylor Street, greatly. We had to close the shelter for some time for reparation because we couldn't use it in the situation it was. It was a very difficult moment for us. We had to get ourselves together, get the funding, and rebuild. The place now, it looks better than ever. We have a brand new facility with brand new bathrooms and windows and roof, a new parking lot. All that enable us to provide better service for the people and even for more people than before. As the building was broken, it's the people that come to our doors. They are broken down, they are fractured, they need help, they need repair. We provide the starting point for all that. Our aspiration and our expectations and our prayers are looking forward to growing. As the people keep needing us, we're going to try to keep growing and keep providing for them.
That's great. Well, we're excited to see how the Rescue Mission can help the city of Springfield. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.